I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tip me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. Call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
What's my ice cream?
I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
EA Sports coverage
Here
of the
we
National
go.
Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this way out of the historic tunnel.
No.
They're ready to go.
I want this
as
one.
they get set to
Oh yeah.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Brady. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Dancing to his left. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Brady steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it is incomplete. Good positioning.
Look at Joe.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going up top for Miller. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Forced out to his left.
Got him.
He can't find a receiver.
Left.
Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. On the move to his left.
Damn it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
3rd and 9, baby.
The coaches preached there. It was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
This game is going the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field. You go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Oh,
That one drops down.
you didn't hold it. You didn't hold it.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
I'm going to hold him.
But he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw taken in by Adams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
I got to open up, my guy.
Here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Lewis. Touchdown! Mercedes Lewis, 29 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there.
Let's go.
Fourth down.
Let's
They want to come out
go.
and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group,
Oh, my man is going for it. My man is going for it. My man is going for it.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down.
Whoop.
And it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker.
Hey.
And nearly a touchdown.
Flex, baby. One step. Ooh.
And his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Well, I felt like I was going for an extra point.
One back in the game.
I don't know why I felt like I was going
second and goal. Now Rodgers.
Got it.
Packers touchdown.
Let's dance.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better.
Now I got hot in here.
That's part of what we're seeing here.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
It sound like you always nagging like you always do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Oh, shaka laka.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide,
oh, my gosh.
Change game plan?
Ooh, gotta be careful with them, boy.
Better and try and get back
nice.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Out to his left.
Oh.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady.
Damn it.
This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before.
You already been score, Poppy. You don't score, Poppy, you ain't gonna win, Poppy.
Timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Oh.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first
Go.
half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right.
Hey.
Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure.
Hey.
He breaks free and off he goes.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
No.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10, being chased out left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh my gosh.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down
so
conversion.
Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Got him.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Here's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Brady's throw.
What you gonna do now, Poppy?
Is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting.
What, you gonna kick it? You gonna go for it? What you wanna do?
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
How the fuck is he open?
Touchdown, Bucks.
Come on. And it's just glitching like crazy.
9-yard touchdown there. Quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Playyin on to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7.
Are you serious?
1st and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, another shot for Jones.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I knew it.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From midfield, here's Brady. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
How the fuck you let him catch that? Come on, man.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady sliding out of the pocket.
Yeah, man, what the fuck?
This game's pissing me off. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
My head's taking a delay.
Forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
At the 43-yard line,
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
What the?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A give to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the right side with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Jones.
Come on.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Come on. Hey, take 26. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check.
Now Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And he's in for a touchdown.
Woo!
5 seconds. Forget overtime. They just won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears.
What a flag! Give it a flag!
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to
It's what I do, baby. It's what the I do.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that.
He was number one.
To get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones.
I deserve an ice cream. I deserve some ice cream for that one.
Are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Spank that ass, my boy.